Hi guys, and welcome to my second episode of how to become associate Android developer. Let's start coding. Let's go to study guide, and the first thing Google wants us to learn is Android Core. If you click on it, you can see the first on the list is Toast. So let's click on that, and they will give us examples of simple Toast. Right here, see, it looks like this in the bottom, simple message. And then they will talk about positioning. So by default, Toast pops up on the bottom of the screen, close to the bottom, unless you change position. And that's what they're talking about here, right here. And the third thing they're talking about, you can do custom Toast. And we'll do all three things right now. So let's go to, actually I'm going to close this one. Let's start new project, empty activity. Next, let's call it my toast, Kotlin language, finish, and right. And let's go directly to activity main, and as you can see, there is a hello world text view here. We don't need it, so you can click either here or directly on it, and then press delete. So we have blank page. All we need is just drag the button and go over here to align section, pick horizontally in parent, and also second time pick vertically in parent, which will position button in the middle of the screen. Also notice there's ID of this button, and it's just calls button, which is fine. I'm not going to change it. It's fine. It's going to be simple app. So go to main activity. And here we're gonna, so if you look at the Google, what they wanted to type there, they wanted to type 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. I'm not gonna even type those 4 lines. I'm gonna type just one simple. I'm gonna keep it simple. So first we need to find the button. Remember we had ID button. So once you start typing button like this, it will pop up. It will find the button from activity main from here. And here's the ID remember button. And then dot. Immediately it gives you choices. What do you want to do? And in my case, it popped up set on click listener. So click this one right here was curly. The first, in my case, the first one with curly brackets. So, and inside of this onClick listener method, we'll just make a toast, as I was talking about. It's going to be just one line, and it goes like this. It goes toast, capital T, toast. See, it pops up already. Dot make text. Pick the one that says the first one, context, ID, this one, the first one. And then inside of this brackets right here, we're gonna write this, which indicates context is this in this main activity, and comma. Now the text would be you pressed me. Very simple. And then another comma. Now we need to pick right here, see it, so it shows duration. And the way you pick duration, you type once again toast, capital T, toast, dot, and then gives you choice lengths, long or short. I'll pick long. And the last thing I need to do after the brackets, just put dot show right there. That's it. Let's run it. All right. And it's going to be, as I said, very basic. So we have a button here. If I press the button, according to Google, I should see a message pop up on the bottom of the screen. What was the message we wrote? And the message we wrote, if you remember, was "you pressed me." So let's just do it. Press the button. It says "you pressed me." So it's pretty simple. All the toasts are going to be like this. Very simple. One line is fine. Now, another thing that we're talking about here, as I mentioned, is position of the. So by default, it's on the bottom, right? But you can also let me copy this. You can also put it in anywhere you want, basically. So let me. So in order to do that, actually, this toast line, because it was so simple, we need to make it as a val toast. You can call it any way you want to. I just call it toast. Well, you have to make it val toast, and now we can do something with it. Also remove show because we're not done yet, since we're changing it. And we're gonna do this. Let me see. Paste from their website. So they give you choice of set. So it's toast, set gravity top or left. Let's do top, for example. Delete left. And gravity is red, which means I have to import it. I have Mac, so it's option for me. It's option return. Okay, it was imported right here somewhere. Gravity right there, see, it was imported. All right, and what they're talking about here, we put on top, and then you can offset on X or Y level. But let's just put on top for right now. Let's just run it. And so what we should be able to see, we should be able to see toast being on top, because gravity will be there, pulling it to the top. So press the button. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. And remember I deleted .show. So we can just do right here dot toast dot show. Here you go. Toast, just add toast dot show. And let's run it again. Now we have 3 lines because it's getting more complicated. But it's still not too bad though. So press the button, and you see, as you see right there, it says "you pressed me." So instead of from the bottom, it pops up on the top. And now let's say if you want it going down, it would be this number here, Y offset. Let's make it, instead of 0, let's make it like 700, for example. Once again, let's run it. Press button. See, it moved down because I put 700. And if I put, let's say, like 1,200, we'll go even more down. That's how you manipulate. See, it moved it counts from the top, because gravity we put right here, gravity top. We can also put gravity, so we can manipulate this number, gravity. Also, they give you choice of no gravity, left, top, right there. See, you can pick any of those, top, left. Let's say left. I'll do left, and I'll keep 1200 like this. That's fine. See what happens. See, it's on the left, bottom left. Now it's doing that. And then, yeah, you can play with it basically. Anyway, you know, change gravities and offsets on different X or Y. But another thing they're talking about is custom, and that's more difficult. So it gives you more lines and more things you need to do. So if just regular toast message is not enough for you, you can create one. The example they give you here is actually doesn't work because it's kind of, I think it's outdated a little bit. They have find view by ID here example, and so it didn't work for me. But I did find exactly the same thing from online somewhere else, and it works perfectly. Let me just, I'm gonna post it in the comment section so you can copy. So let me, I have this one here, notes, keep popping out. So it will be this one here, class. First, let me copy this one here, that's the actual layout. And I would need to create a file. I would need to go to res layout right here where there is activity main, this one right here, our main page. We also need to create another one, another file like this. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to layout, right click, new. I'm gonna make it XML file, and I'm gonna call it custom toast. So now I have another XML file that is empty, right? And so I'm gonna copy and paste here what I already have. Let me show you what I have. I have basically linear layout, and I've got image view, and I got text view. And text of this text view would be custom toast message, and image view we're gonna make right now. So it says drawable IC droid. You need to create one. Go to a drawable, right click again, new, vector asset, and you can pick anything. I'll pick this guy right here, and I'm gonna call it IC droid. So delete this part, IC droid. Click next, and finish. And so you can see it right here. I don't no longer have a error, and I have this droid guy. So this is how it's gonna look like. Now we need to actually add code to it in main activity file. All right, let me do this. Obviously, this one will be deleted. And I'm gonna put this one here. So I'm gonna post in comments the whole file except the top one, because it's not gonna match. This is the package name. My package name and your package name will be completely different. So the code I will post will start with class main activity. But here I don't even have to do this. I'll just copy this part right here. See, what's happening on set on click listener. And copy this button. So inside of the button set on click listener, I'll put this code. It's red, that means I need to import it. Option return on Mac. And so what it does, let's go line by line. First, and actually you can read it here on Google's website. They explain it to you. You need inflator right here. You need inflator while layout equals layout inflator, and then you find it by R layout custom toast. That's what we just made, this custom toast right here, XML file, and we found it here, comma linear layout. Next one is we're creating toast and duration long, gravity would be top, and offset by, I put 300 and 700, so you'll see where it's going to pop up. It's going to be kind of on the right, close to the button, in the middle. And then this one here, this line is important, don't forget this one. It basically it sets the view. And then last line, toast.show is responsible for showing the toast. So let me run it. So it's a little bit more getting complicated, but that's a custom layout for you to make it fancy, look fancy. So it's loading. So sorry about this. So I click this button, and as you see, custom toast message pops up right there with the image that we picked. And then so you can make it all zeros here, and then it will be just on top with no offsets. 0, 0. And the only reason I put 300 and 700 to show you, you can change the position. So click, and it pops up right here, very top. So yeah, or you can change gravity and make it look like regular regular toast. So click on button, and it's on the bottom. Yeah, so it's kind of nice to have this custom message because toast, because you're gonna have a picture popping up there, and it looks nice. And that's all they wanted to talk about here. They wanted you to know all three things. That the most difficult is the one, of course, and the third one, where you need inflator to inflate the text view and the image view.